Hi, I'm Acel and I'm with Aubrey Alamani and Josh David for a special performance to officially launch my new single, Mula Ngayon. Mula Ngayon is a wedding song that I wrote. It's basically a vow no, na ginawa kong kanta, the vow that the couples make during their wedding. And I'm often invited kasi sa mga weddings. And to make this even more special, I've invited some couples wherein they will be sharing the vows they made during their wedding, ano yung mga challenges na na-experience nila nung kinasal na sila, and yung mga ginawa nila para to faithfully commit to the promise they made for each other. But we'll be singing some of the songs that I've released na palaging nare-request sa mga weddings. And we'll start with the song One Love. Was released in 2008 and became the theme song of a Korean novela entitled Spring Waltz. So this is One Love. Higher than the sky above you, clearer than blue, brighter than the rays of sunshine, warmer than what you feel, more than all the wonders you see. It's the most wonderful thing. Brighter than the living colors of flowers you see, sweeter than the touch of water flowing from the mountain spring, more than all the wonders you see. It's the most wonderful thing. One love, I love you so. Love is a beautiful one. I love you so. Love is a beautiful one. All we need is love. Real love. Marvel at the sight of the green fields, amazingly seen. Watch the colors of the rainbow. It's a miracle you see, more than all the wonders can be. But there's more than that. One love, I love you so. Love is a beautiful one. I love you so. Love is the beautiful
Hi there, I'm Chinkee Tan.
Ako po si Nove Ann Tan, and we are so delighted to share to you our little story. So for this year, 2021, we were going to be 22 years. O, di ba, mahal?
Huh?
22.
Talaga?
Oo, hindi ka makapaniwala.
Parang kailan lang. Oo.
Oo nga. So naramdaman mo yung 22 years.
Yung 2, naramdaman ko, pero yung 20, hindi.
Yes. Ano daw yung vows na ginawa natin 22 years ago? Do you remember that? And how was it really effective? Or nagawa ba natin yan through the years, like 22 years of our marriage?
Yeah, I can still remember. It seems like yesterday.
Next.
I made 3 vows. That is to love, honor, and protect. Yan. To love Novi unconditionally, to honor her at all times, and to protect always her interests. Kaya yung parating philosophy namin, especially is yung interest niya, is yung my money is her money, and her money is her money.
Ang kulit.
Yung interest niya yun eh.
Well, totoo yun. Actually, if I can still remember that time, 22 years old, hindi talaga kami nakagawa ng vow. That's the truth. Talagang yung church na pinupuntahan po namin, sila po ang gumawa ng vow. Nung time na yun, hindi pa uso yung sarili mong vow. But then again, even it's that, we still agree with that vow. Talagang one of the things that God prompted me during the day of our wedding is the respect that I have for Chinkee. Okay, that no matter what season that it may come in our lives, in 22 years na sobrang dami ng dami ng pinagdaanan namin, I can say na it never changes since that very day, the respect that I have for Chinkee. And for him to be the leader of our home, okay? Oh, bakit ka nagre-react ng gano'n? Parang mamataas ka. But the question is, mahal, sabi nila, dito, paano ba lang natin nako-continue maging faithful? Ano ba yung challenge na pinagdaanan natin to be able to fulfill that vow?
I believe it's really it's the love of God. Yung love is not towards one another only, but yung love is towards God. And when you love God kasi, you don't want to hurt God's feelings. And I know that my wife cannot be with me 24/7. However, I know that God is with me 24/7. So if ever I remain faithful to my wife, I'm faithful actually to God. I know if I do something and if I'm unfaithful to my wife, the first person that I will hurt is God, second is my wife, and third is myself. So ako, by the grace of God, I remain to be faithful is because of my fear of hurting God's feeling. Because yun nga, He loved me so much, He gave me so many good things in life. Diba? Parang how dare would I betray His trust and love for me.
And also, one of the things that, have that 22 years na alam ko madami pa kayong pagdadaanan is our own personal relationship with God. Pag nakikita ko si Chinkee, having his own time with God, it makes me secure. And I hope my husband too, when he sees me, having my own quiet time and devotion. Kasi we really have to work out our own relationship. Kahit may conflicts kayo, mas madali siyang ayusin dahil you have your own personal relationship with God, and it strengthens you as an individual so that it can strengthen you as a couple. And I still remember, the vow that we really made is in Romans 8:38 to 39. What is that, mahal?
Neither death nor life can separate us from the love of God.
Nothing can separate us from the love of God. And that's how we were able to live a life that God has called us to do right now. And I hope hanggang sa maging 90 to 100 years old kami.
Thank you.
face. How do you quickly replace it with a golden summer smile? Oh, tell me something when I'm feeling tired and afraid. How do you know just what to say to make everything alright? I don't think that you even realize the joy you make me feel when I'm inside your universe. You hold me like I'm the one who's precious. I hate to break it to you, but it's just the other way around. You can thank your stars all you want, but I'll always be the lucky one. Well, tell me something when I'm about to lose control. How do you patiently hold my hand and gently calm me down? Oh, tell me something when you sing and when you laugh. Why do I always photograph my heart fly way above the clouds? I don't think that you even realize the joy you make me feel when I'm inside your universe. You hold me like I'm the one who's precious. I hate to break it to you, but it's just the other way around. You can thank your stars all you want, but I'll always be the lucky one. Yeah, 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 yeah. I don't think that you even realize the joy you make me feel when I'm inside your universe. You hold me like I'm the one who's precious. I hate to break it to you, but it's just the other way around. You can thank your stars all you want, but I'll always be the lucky one. You can thank your stars all you want, but I'll always be the lucky one. The lucky one.
Hello, my name is Jonri and this is my wife Dianne. We've been married for 1 year and 2 months to be exact.
Our wedding anniversary was on January 11. It's been a year and we've learned a lot about each other. We've seen each other at our best and at our worst, especially during this pandemic where we're stuck with each other.
I like that. We're stuck with each other.
Stuck with you, stuck with you, stuck.
I remember that I vowed to be the one who would take good care of your heart. Because I know you, I know your dreams. I vowed to make sure that you keep loving, keep hoping and dreaming. So that was my vow. And also, I committed to be your strongest ally. so that I can lift you up, protect you, and defend you. But I think that's the more challenging vow, because it's not always that I am your strong ally. Sometimes I become also your fierce enemy. But if you have a relationship with the Lord, He helps you check your heart always and correct your mistakes right away. I think that's how beautiful it is if you have a God who really checks on you and corrects you.
I think one of my vows I said was I promised to be his helpmate, to be his number one fan, to support and serve him. And I also said that I will try to learn to cook and to try to not to be late. In case you didn't know, when I was single, I don't know how to cook anything. The only thing I can cook was an egg. So there were times I thought I don't know I'm gonna be a wife because I don't know how to cook anything. But thankfully, because of this pandemic, I actually learned to cook because I was craving some food, but we couldn't go out. So I ended up learning how to cook Chinese food, right? And I think I became pretty good at it. I love cooking my favorite dishes, but I still don't know how to cook rice without a rice cooker. No, I need my rice cooker. And I think the more difficult vow to commit to was to not be late, because being late has become my second nature all my life. From being a student to working stage, I've been always had a bad habit of being late, and I've grown accustomed to it. But my husband gets irritated at me when I'm late, so I try to adjust, try to move faster, but sometimes I am still slow when it comes to packing stuff. So he would help me pack, and he would rush me so I can be early. Well, my friends and my family would say that I'm much earlier now than before. Unlike that day, I would be 100% late. Now maybe 50-50. but he really helps me to be early now. And I also try to be more punctual so that he won't get mad at me. I think all of them needs the right attitude, because sometimes when he tells me to do something, rather than submitting, I would get irritated or angry when I'm not in the right mood. So part of always being in a good mood or being a happy wife is to have a good devotion time with God, because when you spend time with God, He would give you the right heart, the right spirit, and He would give you the right mood for the day. As a wife, you want to be someone who sparks light in the home rather than someone who's always naggy or complaining.
Me naman, how to be faithful to my vow. I guess for me, to be faithful to my vow, I have to remember Christ's love for you and me. I have to have that kind of love, even if it's far-reaching. but you have to strive to have that kind of love, a love that God has given us, always forgiving, always gentle, always kind, always looking for the good of each other. So I guess that's the most beautiful kind of love, the most selfless kind of love. Christ commanded husbands to love like how they should love the church. So you have to take good care of your wife as well. You have to make sure that her needs are met, that you hear her hurts, that you also make sure that she would heal from all these hurts, and that you become the home for your wife so that she can be always nourished. I think that's also very beautiful to remember for your husband.
Ngunit pag-ibig di susuko. Magbibigay tayo para magkasundo. Parang pitik-bulag tayo. Sa pagpitik dapat bang pareho? Parang pitik-bulag ba tayo? Kailangan ba talagang may panalo? Kasi kahit sabay tayo, iba talaga ikaw, iba ako. Di naman kailangan na may lumisan pag nasasaktan. Alam ko naman na minsan may magdaramdam. Hinding-hindi bibitaw sa pangako. Hahawakan ng kamay hanggang sa dulo. Parang pitik-bulag tayo. Sa pagpitik dapat bang pareho? Parang pitik-bulag ba tayo? Kailangan ba talagang may panalo? Kasi kahit sabay tayo, iba talaga ikaw, iba ako. Simulan na natin, sana magkita mata sa mata. Ngunit parang bulag ang isa, pareho bang mali? Sino bang tama? Pati na tayo, dapat bang pareho? Kailangan bang may panalo? Pag di nagkasundo, pareho tayong talo.
Hi, I'm Jayson,
And I am Kat,
and we've been married for
18 years.
on March 15, 2003.
Yes.
Well, for me, it's 1 Corinthians 13. Love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it does not honor others, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. So that's one of the vows. Another vow is that I will take care of you for the rest of our lives, and I will love you, and I will be a good-looking husband for you until the end. So ikaw naman.
Ako, one of my vows is to be submissive to you.
Yan naman, naubos kagad yung
To be submissive.
Naubos yung battery ng laptop kagad yung sinabi mo yan.
Okay, ako yung vows. One of my vows is to be submissive to you. Allow you to be the leader of our family. And that I will stay with you even in sickness and in richness and in
Poorness.
debt. In debt. Debt as in literal income debt. And to always trust you.
So for me, it's also the same. In some of the things mentioned in that love verse, there are things that I can do. I am willing to do it. But there are things that it's more difficult and sometimes I'm not willing to do it. Diba, yung love is patient. I don't see myself many times as someone who's patient. And sometimes in your mind, when it said, love never fails, sometimes at the back of your mind, you're thinking, are we failing or did we fail? Kaya isa sa mga vows yung to grow old with Kat, to grow old with her and to love her and to be best friends forever. Because our children will grow up and I don't know what's gonna happen around us, but if we stay together, we remain true to each other, be best friends, then we can grow together, grow old together, and just have happiness and joy in our relationship. Go.
Most challenging for me is one to really submit. It's not easy, especially if you're used to deciding on your own. Or you think that you have a better
Deciding on your own, bibili ng sa Shopee, Lazada. So,
tingnan mo, ginalo mo ako. Yung to be submissive, it's really a day-to-day decision because it's hard to be selfless and putting first the other person than what you want or what you need. To stay, to be with the person even if you've seen the worst in him.
And
she's
so blessed that she hasn't seen the worst.
And choose to,
only the best.
And choose to, love him in spite of the worst or weakness that he
which again, hindi pa niya nakikita.
So, that's why we've been eating beauties together. And I think without God at the center, I don't think we would last. We can keep our vows this long.
And in all success, there are really struggles. That's what's great about thriving marriages. Through the struggles, your marriage becomes more and more successful. And even the ups and downs, the peaks, the valleys, the hills, it's really the grace of God who will help keep your relationship together, and you will just have yung kinasal kayo on the first year. It's impossible to love each other until even after 18 years or 25 years or 35 years. But kung nandyan si God at the center, and most importantly, if you are best friends, then your husband, your wife, pagwapo ng pagwapo yung husband, your wife naman paganda ng paganda. Kasi you're not just looking at the outward appearance, but you are looking what's in their heart. So, there are many challenges, of course, but bring it on. Faithful, we need to set boundaries, like erecting walls around your marriage, around your relationships. So kami ni Kat, we don't use willpower dahil we trust each other 100%. Si Kat parang detective yan minsan. Talagang wala akong lahat ng password ko alam, kukunin yung cellphone ko, check niya lahat. Hindi naman niya chine-check dahil she doesn't trust me. Hobby lang niya na mag-check ng mga messages ko sa messenger, text. Ako naman, parang wala lang sa akin. I don't get affected kasi I know naman she trusts me. And I have nothing to hide.
Pati yung filter.
Tsaka yung page ko pala. Sa Jayson and Kat Lo page, may mga messages na minsan hindi maganda. Pinifilter niya.
Yes.
Dinilit ko na to. Yung erecting the boundaries, having boundaries, hindi kami lumalabas na with an opposite gender alone. We don't eat out with anyone, even for important meetings. We're always together. When someone messages me setting an appointment, I know it's for work, for business. I would always say na, oh, okay, I'm gonna meet you with my wife. So, yung willpower kasi, willpower, you're thinking that you can do it. You trust yourself so much. So, I trust God, but I don't trust other people as much. And I also don't trust the circumstances around us because anything can happen if we don't set those boundaries.
So, walang hidden. There's no room for us to hide. We don't allow temptation for us to hide things.
Yeah. And being faithful is also, it's an action word, as it's a verb, and it's also a defense. Hindi na siya offense, but it's not an action word wherein I'll be faithful to you, I will do this, I will do that. You're also looking for things that you should not be doing. Yung falling in love over and over and over again requires work, hard work, effort, and that is one way for you also to be faithful.
And intention.
Being intentional. Kumbaga, kasi faithfulness minsan, it's just an obligation. I'll be faithful to you kasi we're married, so I won't do this, but you're not getting along anymore, you don't like each other anymore. So it's also about loving each other, liking each other, being committed, and you can't be truly faithful to someone if you don't like that person. So we do things together to increase that likability and be strong in our relationship together. Thank you. We hope that this can help, and it's an honor for us to contribute in any way.
Thank you for watching. I hope that you were inspired and encouraged by the sharing of the couples that I've invited. And so, here it is. This is my latest single, Mula Ngayon. And if you are still in that season of waiting, everything is beautiful in God's time. And I know that you will find that person that is for you who will love you. And if you are single and you're ready, I hope that when you find that one, that this song would encourage you to take that leap of faith and propose to that one. And if you're married and if you're watching this, I hope that this song would remind you of the promise and the covenant that you made before God, that you will love each other forever, na kayo ay iisa. This is Mula Ngayon.
Ito na nga ang hinihintay na sandali. Bawat hakbang ay papalapit sa'yo. Hihinga ng malalim, walang pangamba, mga baka sakali, pagkat andito ka na. Mga ngiti, mga pangakong magpakailanman, ikaw ang siyang bigay ni bathala sa hirap at ginhawa. sakali pagkat andito ka na.
Hello uli, and thank you for joining me. I know na marami kayong natutunan sa mga guest couples natin, and sana nag-enjoy din kayo sa music ko po. Listening to the couples, no, these are the principles that they apply in their marriages and tips. And sa inyong nakikinig or nanonood, I know that you will find kung ano yung mag-work sa inyo. Like for example, si Diane, she was sharing na hindi siya marunong magluto, kaya nag-adjust siya, talagang nag-aral siya magluto. Ngayon, ang galing na niya magluto. Pero like for example, for me, hindi ako ganun kagaling magluto, pero yung asawa ko, magaling siya magluto, so siya na lang pinagluluto ko. Tapos, kung ano yung strength namin, yun yung ginagawa, ano yung weakness, yun yung kino-compliment ng isa, and there are others na we try to adjust. And ang importante ay team tayo, di tayo magkaaway pero magkakampi, no? So yun yung kailangan nating tandaan. And ang common thing na narinig ko sa kanilang lahat is their relationship with God, their devotion time with God. Kasi ang hirap talaga pag hindi tayo nakakonekta sa author ng love or the source of love, which is God. Kasi talaga namang nauubos tayo pag tayo lang. But if we abide, no, in that, and the source of love, then that love would continually flow. So sana na nag-enjoy po kayo, and please do share this video sa mga alam nyong dapat makapanood nito. And also, don't forget to click subscribe on my YouTube channel and follow me on my social media accounts. Please do stream my songs in Spotify. I have a Spotify artist account, Acel, A-C-E-L. And thank you to our media partners, wheninmanila.com and Business Mirror. And salamat sa Attic Sessions, dun kami nag-record. And salamat Aubrey sa pag-mix ng sound. Sa kabanda ko si Josh David. Also, thank you for playing the guitar. Thank you so much, and please do support OPM. Please support me and follow me on my social media accounts.
Ito na nga ang hinihintay na sandali. Bawat hakbang ay papalapit sa'yo. Hihinga ng malalim, walang pangamba, mga baka sakali pagkat sakali